Hi, this is part two of my little um, message on leaders. Today I'm going to talk about status quo. Status quo has always been something that's bothered. As a data scientist, my background, my belief is that things that remain the same and don't change have a tendency to become stale and often don't produce the kind of quantity of success that we would like. So status quo to me, it's not a four-letter word, but it's close. When I look at status quo, I look at status quo and I feel that it's the foundation. So you're at the foundation when you're at status quo. Now, what I want from leaders is to take that status quo and build on it. That's what we look at status quo, and I know many of you have been in meetings where, well, that doesn't work here, or we've tried that, it doesn't work. Well, you know what? Those are stupid things to say, and they really are. We don't do those kind of things here. Yeah, maybe you don't do illegal or untenable items. Yeah, I agree with that. But you do new things. You try new things, and I don't mean change for the sake of change. That's also ridiculous. Change that makes things better is what a leader has to do. So when you are sitting at your job and you're looking at what you're doing right now and you're trying to decide how you can make it better, that's change. Now, as a leader, as a person who's going to guide this change forward, you have to then present why it's better, gather the data, pull together some allies, talk it up. Go to the coffee room and lunchroom, and when you're out jogging with your friends, talk up the change that you want to make. Because what they're going to do is they're going to give you reasons why it doesn't work and why it's a great idea. They're going to challenge you, and that's good. You want to be challenged. You want somebody to say no to you and then say, why is it no? And if they can give you a good reason why, then you take that information and you modify the change that you're going to make. Our role as leaders is to make change more positive. Now, not all change is going to be positive, and not all change is going to be without certain things that happen that you didn't foresee, and that happens a lot. But change from the status quo, I would say most of the time, is positive. Change from the status quo. If you sit around and you say, well, we've always done it this way. Well, if that's the case, then in 5 years, and you're still doing it the same way, all of your competitors are doing it better. Everybody's doing it better. Why not you? Why do you have to be? You don't have to lose anything you're currently doing. Changing doesn't necessarily mean losing your current environment. What change from the status quo means is to take the status quo as a foundation. It's the building blocks for what you're doing, and then move it up. Involve lots of people. Get your coach. Get your friends. Get your competitors. Get the people that are going to challenge you. Pull out your idea. Throw it on the table. Don't be so pride of authorship that you can't modify your idea. Then you're just essentially your idea is your status quo, and that should just be your building block. You take the input. You listen to your manager. You listen to your vice president, the CEO, whoever you're interacting with, and you talk about why you think this will work, and then get their input. And if they challenge you with some questions, answer those questions. Now, at the end of the day, let's say 50% of the ideas you come up with, well, you know what? It's not going to work. Okay. Did the process help you for the next 50%? Yes, of course. The process allows us to grow as leaders. Don't get caught in the data world. I'm a data person, and as a result, oftentimes I get caught, looking at the data and being so focused on the data I didn't see what it said. Make sure you step back It's the forest and trees concept. You cannot allow yourself to be so locked in that the only way you can go forward is the path that you've chosen. You've got to say, okay, I want to go forward, but there's a tree in front of me. I may have to go around that tree. That's what change will do. Change isn't going 100 miles an hour straight down a road. Change is weaving in and out, making things better. That's what you want to be. At the end of the day, your goal as a change agent is to take the status quo. Don't make fun of it. Ignore it. Use it as a building block for change to make things better. Always remember, change with the environment that you're in is something that is generally positive, sometimes negative, but always refreshing, interesting, exciting. People around you will now be excited to listen, be excited to try it. People like change. They say, oh, I don't want change. I don't want change. That's not true. You know what they don't want? They don't want to fail. But if they see somebody else out there stepping out, they'll join right in line. They'll join right in line. So get out there, make some change. Be a leader. Take leadership and start to change. Be a change agent. Thank you very much. This is Drew Bickle signing off.